welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly horoscope. My name is Terence Scardino. The week begins on Monday, September the 17th. But this is a really important week, as by Saturday, it's going to be the fall equinox. If you're in the northern latitudes, if you're down like in Australia, south of the equator, it's going to be the spring equinox. I'll get back to that in a moment. But as we start off Monday, and this energy, there's some really stressful energies that is really strong by Tuesday into Wednesday. You have to be careful of impulsive actions. Things may come in unexpectedly, causing a lot of nervousness and tension. There could be more prone to ego disputes, arguments. This would not be a good time to launch a new job, business, program. What's going on is Mars is in tension with rebellious Uranus. Mars is all this impulsive, aggressive, assertive energy, but when it slams up against Mars about every 6 months, slams up against Uranus every 6 months, it can bring in these sudden upsets. So you have to be really careful of accidents and arguments, and the energy is just very volatile. If you're going to be exercising, make sure you're really warmed up. Wouldn't take any chances. And if you're finding yourself among people where you could feel a fight coming, just take a deep breath, smile, and find an excuse to go someplace else for those first couple of days. It's a lot of energy, and it's hard to channel constructively. Thursday, however, discerning, thinking, communication, Mercury is aligning with the Sun. So overall, this is a day where there's a lot of ideas, there's a lot of conversations, a lot of decision making, a lot of thinking. Good for studying, good for studying and reading and speaking and the like. And on Friday, Mercury, that has been transiting in the sign of Virgo, more analytical, practical Virgo, on Friday it moves into the sign of Libra. Libra is more fair-minded. It's Mercury, what's on your mind is more about harmony, peace, relationships. So this is a nice placement for Mercury to be in for about a month. And then on Saturday, the Sun leaves Virgo and moves into Libra for about 4 weeks. But when the Sun moves into Libra, that is the autumn or fall equinox, the first day of fall, or if you're south of the equator, first day of spring. The equinox means equal day and night. It is when there is this balance of consciousness, and yet by the next day, as you go to Sunday, just a couple of minutes, there's like a couple of minutes more darkness. And then every day after day, every like 4 minutes more of darkness. Psychologically, that means as we're going in, if you're in the northern latitudes, we're going into the winter, we're beginning to pull more inward, as opposed to being so much more outgoing and extroverted during the summer periods north of the equator. So it is a day where there's a lot of harmony and re-examination of what you've been doing and what you might be doing in the coming months. Now, Sunday, it's Mercury, communication Mercury, now in Libra. It's going to be good with ambitious Mars. So your mind is stimulated and heated, wanting to take action, but it's a little cautious with Saturn. So you might be stepping on the gas and pumping on the brakes. You might get suddenly getting excited about a decision, then going, oh, maybe I've taken on too much. There's a lot of decision-making discussions going on Sunday. You just want to make sure that you're not jumping the gun too much, because then you'll either be blocked or you'll step back. So moderation, taking your time, and then you can make some really good progress. So before I sign off, I want to remind you that I'm available for the one-question offer for a nominal fee. You can find a direct link to order your question in the description box under the video. And the time of birth is always really important. So I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week with my next segment. Until then, have a great week.